Good morning, class. Our presentation is going to be about Itzaj. My name is Alejandra Delgado.
My name is Lemus.
And I'm Isamar Valle.
We're going to start talking about a little bit about the Mayan Empire. The Mayan Empire was very important for Mexico mostly. However, the creations contributed to the world since they excelled in agriculture. In their agriculture, they grew corn, beans, squash, and cassava. After they were used to their agriculture work, they started working on significant monuments for their culture, city construction, and were writing on stones. Mayans have many branches, but the exact language belongs to the Yucatan branch of the Mayan languages. In 1930, the government banned this language, and new generations grew up learning Spanish. However, people who only knew the language kept practicing it. Today, the government of Guatemala has set up an academy of languages to help develop nearly extinct languages. And Itzaj is one of the languages that the government is trying to persevere. Nowadays, this language is spoken on the north shore of Lake Petén Itzaj in San Jose, Petén Department, Guatemala. A few years back, there were a little bit more than 100 speakers of the language. But in 2040, Alfredo Chayak, director of the academy, worked on doing a lot of research in order to find a number of people who speak Itzaj. He then realized there were only 40 elders who speak the language. The number of speakers of Itzaj decreased because the new generations do not have interest in learning a new language. Sadly, Itzaj is not a language that makes students want to learn about it, even if their classes are free.
The geographic location for the Itzaj language is San Jose, Petén, Guatemala, specifically near the Petén Lake. The original location for this language was actually Chichen Itza in Yucatan, but due to a rivalry with another group, the speakers were forced to migrate to Guatemala. This migration caused a linguistic difference between the Mayan language and the Itzaj language, and today less than 100 people speak it, and even less speak the language daily. Here is a chart of the Itzaj vowels. As you can see, there are a few vowels that seem to have 2 letters, and even the A with the 2 dots over it says that it does not exist in English. It just sounds like the I in police, but for the most part, you would have to imagine what it sounds like unless you understand Russian or Polish. Here are a few Itzaj animals. Some of them seem to have apostrophes on a few letters, adding a specific sound to each letter, but a few do not have this. For example, a goldfish would just be pronounced as K, or a snake would be pronounced as Khan. There are also a few Itzaj colors. They were not named specifically, but you can tell what the color is by looking at the pictures. For example, the flamingo, you can see that it is pink, or there is a dove, which would just be pronounced cuss, or for black, seems to be just pronounced box. Also, as you can see, the green and blue seem to be pronounced the same.
The Itzaj culture has this very popular Yucatan state that it's called the Castillo. And Chichen Itza also means at the mouth of the well of the Itza. Approximately a lot of tourists visit there, 1.2 million people, because it's fairly known. And there's a lot of there's 4 stairs on each side. The variety of architecture styles that is attributed to the fact that Chichen Itza had such diverse population and culture. So it's a lot of people visit those places because it's really known, and that's how they keep themselves known throughout the year. Next slide. So Chichen Itza were very skilled people. As you can see, they were craftsmen, sculptors, weavers, and jewelry and potters. And there's an image of the sculptures they would do. Sometimes they would put it out of the pyramids or even on the sides if they could make aisles, but they were really detailed on their sculptures. They were really into jewelry, so as you can see on the right side, they would get that done, but they would also get like necklaces, bracelets, ankle bracelets, and they were really good weavers. They would also get into like coats, shirts, pants, and the potters. It's on the left side, like on the right side on the bottom. They were really into colors, so the pottery they would get into details on drawing like figures, like leaves, fruits, flowers. And next slide. Chichen Itza buildings. All the buildings of Chichen Itza are made from stone. Maya was known not to use the wheel to build any of their temples, pyramids, or places. So most of their buildings were seen like that, and the streets. So they were really fancy, but they would mostly feel more comfortable living like that, and they would focus on the stone. Okay, next. These were some of the 3 buildings in Chichen Itza that were really known: the Warriors Temple, El Castillo, and the Great Ball Court. So these are the 3 main ones that people go to visit because they have a really background history that a lot of people go visit all the time. And these are our works cited pages. And that's it. So thank you for watching our presentation.